Hello friends, how's it going? Today I have for you yet another car boot sale haul. I think it will be a longer video than usually because I bought so many things. I can't wait to show you the haul, but first I will insert some of the footage that I took at the car boot sale. I'll see you back here in a few minutes. Enjoy!
How much are your floor? Then what? Some winders? Pound each. That a pound. £1.
Silver. It's a salt and pepper pot. Never been used though. Never been used.
Should move down though. Before I bought a load and then got them all and 50% of them were just cases.
They're all in there, mate. That one's 1.5. That one's 1, and that one's 1. Oh God! Daddy, hey, you're not playing good. Put them down. Yeah. Not on that already. Get your hand out of your pocket. You don't look smart. Now when's right? Don't have the hands in your pocket. Not a roll, Wednesday, aren't we? Oh, we just went down in his van last weekend.
And for all long, right? I do. I've no idea. I don't even know how you want it. Yes, thank you very much. Top.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm glad you bought that. It's heavy, isn't it?
It is interesting.
I'm not gonna. Don't forget.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. What?
Come on. No, get out. Get out.
I don't know.
Typical drizzle. Yeah.
Good, ain't it? Rather spunky, aren't they? I don't fancy.
Well, yeah. And I would do it. I was supposed to do it.
Just a towel.
I think. Yeah. Well, it's a teapot. It's a coffee cup, isn't it? Coffee cup. Yeah. I'll leave it like that.
Every time I've got a few different vehicles, so to buy it.
Well, Britain's good at airport now at Turkey first.
So you don't know the guy why as you struggle with her, you can't do
TV travel.
When they want to paint, you have to paint it in colours they want.
You've got to spend a pound to get one of them. So. burgers, yeah.
Files up there.
Morning, interrupt. I've got £9 off the please, we've got a month. Yeah, family.
I like them but don't want to go on them because they're scared of breaking something.
I think if you're younger,
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
just things that memories.
Say that my husband won this.
Yeah, the dad would bring it changed. Everyone had to kind of wait. But
Did you spot anything that you liked? Did you see anything that you saw and you thought, oh, I bet she bought that? Well, let's see. I'll just show them to you in a random order, and I will start with this one, which was actually the first thing that I bought. This is a bookend. It is dusty because I didn't clean it yet. I loved the globe. It was just one. They usually come in pairs, but I couldn't find the second one. And I made a quick search on Google and they're not worth a lot, so I don't think I will put it for sale. I will just use it in my own house because I love it. I love the globe, all globe things. Honestly, I think they're quite charming. And I paid 50p for it, so it wasn't bad at all. The next thing that I want to show you is this pair of brass fire dogs. It was this guy and he had a bag full of brass items. These fire dogs were between those items, and I asked him how much they cost, and he said £5 each. And I had a look in the bag and I saw other things that I was interested in, and I asked him, would you sell this whole bag for £25? And he said no, 35. And there wasn't really a lot of stuff in that bag that I was interested in. It was this pair of dogs which were £10, and this crocodile, he asked £5 for this one, and this brass planter, which was also £5. So I paid £20 for all of them, the 4 things. I preferred to just buy these than paid £35, so an extra £15 for, it wasn't much in that bag except these things. Maybe it was like a trinket dish, like a cat face trinket dish. I can't really remember what else it was in that bag, but I only bought this. For those of you who don't know, and I was one of those people because I didn't grow up with a fireplace in my house, so I had no idea what they were used for. So they were used as holders for the fire irons or for logs. I will insert some pictures as an example so that you can get a better idea. it was a bit pricey, £10 for the pair. If you think of the car boot, like how the prices of the car boots are. But they are worth maybe almost 10 times this. So I thought it was worth it. Same with the crocodile. Where is it? Oh, same with the crocodile. I sold one like this for 70 or 75 pounds. So I paid £5 for it. They are heavy and it's a large one. They come in different sizes. I had smaller ones as well. Oh, and I didn't mention that. It's a nutcracker. So that was a good deal as well. I'm not sure about the planter. I'm never sure if I should shine the brass or not, because I don't really like how shiny they look when they are polished. But some of them don't look good with the patina. Like in this case, it's quite dark and it looks dirty, and sometimes it has like a rusty look. Those I shine them usually. Some of them have nice patina and those I usually don't shine at all. The next thing that I bought is this crystal rose bowl with this metal grid. So the purpose of this is so that you can put your flowers and they just stay in place and you make a nice arrangement. And it's quite interesting that the wire is in 2 layers, because usually it's just one. And I tried once to make an arrangement in one of those bowls and the flowers were still flopping all over. And I think I paid £3 for it, something like that. And I sold some of them before and they do well because they make like a fancy arrangement. One of the most exciting finds of the day, at least for me, was this green vase, because it's uranium glass and I don't find it often. It's only the 3rd time that I find uranium glass, and the previous pieces that I found weren't something that beautiful. I didn't have my black light with me to test to see if it's a uranium glass or not, but I thought it's worth just buying it without knowing and test it at home. And she asked 50p for it, so even if it wasn't uranium glass, it was still worth it. So for those of you who don't know, in the past they used uranium to make green glass. It's not dangerous. They say that the amount of radiation that you get when you are in contact with a piece like this, it's less than what you get from your phone, for example. But they are cool pieces because when they are under black light, also known as UV light, they glow, and they are collectible because of that. People collect them and display them in cabinets and put black light above them, and they look nice. And they become, I think they have become more popular in the most recent years. At a quick Google search, I found this exact vase sold for, well, it didn't sell yet, but they were asking £250, something like that. I will insert the screenshot if I find it. Obviously, I won't list it for that much. This kind of prices, I don't know, I don't feel comfortable asking for a price like that for a piece that is not really worth that much, in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. I should have a different mindset as a vintage seller. I mean, I agree that some of the antique pieces are really worth a lot, but not everything. So I'm not sure yet how much I should list this for, especially that maybe you can see it has some dark thing at the bottom. And when I tried to wash it, it didn't come off. Maybe I should soak it for a little bit. But what I suspect is that it was there since it was made, because I tried to scrape it off and it feels like cement. So I don't know if it's a manufacturing fault or someone actually poured some kind of plaster or something. It feels really hard. So I will try it again, but I think that will lower the value of it. And it also has a small chip somewhere. But you know, with glass, it's not obvious. It's chips on glass. I feel like they are so hard to spot. From the same lady, I bought this cute drawers. They are made of ceramic. I think it would be perfect for storing jewelry. I paid £2 for it, and yeah, I'm really happy with it. It's quite heavy because of you saw how thick the ceramic is. I think it was a good buy. And the last thing that I bought from her is this set of 2 plates. They are deep plates. I think these are perfect for soup or pasta. They were made by Enoch Wedgwood, and I think I paid 50p for each one, so £1 for both. Most of the times when I find blue and white plates and it's more than one, so that I can make like a set, I tend to buy them, especially if it's such a pretty pattern like this one. From the lady where I bought the rose bowl from, I bought these little pill boxes, 2 of them. They were very cheap, like 10 or 20p each. This one is made of metal with some porcelain on the lid, and it has some interesting detail on the metal part. And the other one is just made of ceramic. I just love the pattern. These narcissus flowers, I think they are one of my favorite spring flowers, and they smell amazing. This one was made by Ringtons, and I don't know who the maker of the other one was. I think they would be lovely as ring boxes or for just for jewelry in general. What do you think? Another thing that I bought is this brass, like cloisonné brass egg. It's like a trinket box in the shape of an egg, and it also has a stand. It looks like this. It was £1 if I remember correctly, and I thought that maybe in a Easter decor, Easter vignette, it would look nice. Maybe I mentioned in a previous video that cloisonné brass does well for me. They usually sell well. I also bought this ceramic bowl. It was £1, and one of the sides is a bit flat, so it can actually stand where you put it, so it won't roll all over the place. I never actually sold one, but I thought it was still worth buying and see how they do, if they actually sell. So in the future, if I see another one, I know if I should grab it or leave it. Another thing that I bought is this set of 4 brass ashtrays. I think she only asked 50p for the whole set, and that's why I bought them. I never sold ashtrays before, so I don't know if they are actually popular. I think they would also work as coasters, or maybe to put a small plant pot in them. I'm actually not sure if I should have bought them. What do you think? They also have some dents, nothing bad. I don't know. What do you think about this? One thing that I'm very happy with is this egg holder. It was £1 and it's cast iron. It's very heavy. It is quite rusty, but I don't mind. I sold one in the past for £20, but it wasn't as pretty as this one. This one has a rooster at the top and a feather design, which is quite fitted for the purpose that it serves. It holds 12 eggs. I also bought a pair of brass candlesticks. Not an exciting find, but they always sell well in my shop, and they were £1 for the pair. The design is quite nice, and the top makes me think of a flower bud, and they are suitable for candles that are thinner than the standard ones. I also bought this cat. I think it's made of onyx. It's not big, so see, it's quite small, but I think it would look nice on a shelf or on top of some books. And it has some felt on the bottom to protect your furniture from scratches, and I'm pretty sure it's hand carved. It looks like it. It's very cute, right? And I also bought these weighed animals. I paid 50p for all of them, which was a good price because people tend to ask a lot. Well, not a lot, but what I think it's a lot for them. At a different stand, I looked at very similar ones, and they were priced £1 each. So paying 50p for 5 of them was a big difference. So there are 2 dogs, a cow, a fish, and an otter. One of the dogs has a chip at the ear. but I don't see any other chips on the other animals. I've never actually had them before, never sold them, but it was a great deal and it was worth buying just for the sake of the experiment to see if they actually sell well. Another thing that I bought is this beautiful cut glass jar. It has silver plated lid and handle. They need some cleaning. I think it was designed for jams, preserves, things like that, because there is a hole in the lid for the spoon. It didn't come with the spoon, but I have some small spoons that I think will work great with it. I also bought this set of salt and pepper shakers, which I think it's adorable. There are two birds in a basket and I'm pretty sure they are silver plated. They look like it. I bought them from an elderly gentleman and he asked £5 for them. And I asked him, would you accept £3 for them? And he said, no, they are silver. They've never been used. And I said, no, they can't be silver. You know, if they were silver, they would have a hallmark and they would be heavier than this. And he said, no, I can't do £3. So I left, and then when I saw them for the second time, because I do more than one round at the car boot, that's how I find all these things. Most of the times I don't see them at the first round. So when I saw them the second time, I asked him, would you accept £4 for them? And he said yes, and he had a big smile on his face, and he actually wanted to shake my hand, and he said, good girl. And I think some people expect you to negotiate at car boot sales, and I just left when he rejected my £3 offer. I think there are two kind of sellers at the car boot sale. Some of them who like to negotiate and expect you to negotiate, and it's kind of part of the charm. And there are sellers who just think that you are cheeky if you try to get a lower price. I always try to read the person, and depending on the price that they ask for, I try to negotiate or not. I just pay what they ask for. So yeah, I paid £4 for this set, which some of you may think that it's a lot for a car boot sale, but I don't think it is. I think it's okay because they are worth much more than that. And they are adorable. I also bought this set of 6 side plates. I guess they are salad plates or something. They have 3 different designs on them, all with vegetables, and I think they have the perfect shape for putting them next to a normal round plate. Do you like them? I paid £2 for the set of 6. Another thing that I bought is this set of 6 forks and 6 knives. They are silver plated. They look very old and they definitely need cleaning, but I liked the shape. And the handles, I think they're made of some kind of plastic, and I hope they clean because I see some kind of stain on some of them. I paid £3 for it. I'm not sure if I should have bought it. What do you think? I'm very happy with this book, and I can't believe that no one actually spotted it, because I only saw it on when I was doing my last round. I paid 50p for it. That's why I'm surprised that nobody bought it. And books about birds are quite popular. People love them. And you know that I actually love them more without the dust jacket. And look at it, so beautiful. I love the little gold bird on the front cover. And the writing is also in gold. I love green and gold together. And it also has beautiful illustrations. Look at this one. And I know that some people like these books because they can take these pages out and frame them, but I don't know if I would do this to this book. It was printed in 1979 and illustrated by Maurice Pledger. It's also quite informative. It has 1 or 2 pages of information about each bird. A really great find. What do you think? And there's actually another book that I bought. This one, I don't know why I bought it because the cover is not pretty. The illustrations are not pretty. It is informative. It's about garden plants. It's a guide for gardening. They tell you how to propagate every plant. the recommended varieties, pests and diseases. So I don't know about this one. Maybe I won't list it for sale. It's not that old. It is from 1997, but it doesn't have that vintage feel and look to it. If you are interested in it, just send me a message on Instagram or an email. I have them both linked in the description down below. You tap on that more and you have the whole description there with links and everything. I am happy that I found this brass peacock because I actually had another one. It was £1 and yeah, I was happy to find a pair for the other one that I had. It's always nice to have pairs with the brass animals. They are easier to style when they are in pairs, so that was a lucky find. And another lucky find was this brass picture frame. It has a stand at the back. It is very ornate and beautiful. And I say that it was a lucky find because I spotted it just when I was leaving. And when I saw it, I thought, oh, it must be expensive if she still has it now, like an hour after the car boot started. But it was just £1. So, oh, I didn't expect that. So I'm really happy with it. I never found one at a reasonable price before. So yeah, that was a really, really lucky find for me. I also bought this framed cross stitch. I thought the image was beautiful. I am always charmed by these pictures where there's a window and you can see flowers through the window, and it also has like a vase, a pitcher. Oh, that must be Cornish ware with the blue and white stripes, right? And it's small, so I thought it would be the right piece to fill a small gap in a gallery wall. And I also liked the color of the mat. What do you think? Would you have bought this? It was 50p. And the last thing, and I can't believe that it's actually the last one because I had this big pile here and I was thinking, oh, it will take me so much time to get through all of this. But here we are, last piece, a tray, a silver plated tray. Well, I guess it's silver plated because it looks like it. I can't actually see a mark, but I like that it's raised on these legs, and I think it would be nice as display for perfumes and things like that, or just as a drinks tray. It was £3 and trays usually sell well for me. It has some wear and some rust, but I think it is still beautiful and I hope it will sell. So here we are at the end of the haul. Please let me know in the comments which one of these was your favorite. The most exciting one for me must be this uranium glass vase and the brass fire dogs, because I know they are valuable. As usually, I will try to list everything on the website by the time this video goes up. But because there are so many, I may not be able to list everything in time. So please feel free to contact me either on Instagram or my email. I will add my website and individual links to these items in the description down below. Make sure to check out my videos if you like this kind of content. Thanks so much for watching and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!